Christian Meditative Yoga. This is Julia.
And I'm Boo.
Boo. And our subject today is the yoga practice called the corpse pose. And we're both in the corpse pose right now. I'm just laying here. This is basically what we're going to be doing most of this particular session. Our scripture has to do, of course, if you're dealing with the corpse pose, raising the dead. And specifically, we're looking at Lazarus. And Lazarus was a fellow from Bethany. And Mary and Martha approached Christ when Christ came to Bethany after Lazarus had died. And Martha talked to him first and told him how much she believed and that she was so sad and knew that he would raise her brother from the dead at the last day. And then Mary came to him and pleaded and implored with him and cried and was so sad, and all the friends there were too. And this is the actual chapter of John 11 where Jesus actually, he groaned in his spirit, it says, and he wept. And then Jesus approached, he said, where is he buried? And so they all went there and they said, oh, Master, you don't want to open that tomb because, it's been a few days. Yeah, he stinks. And Jesus, nevertheless, setting all that aside, said our scripture for today, Boo.
John 11:43. Lazarus, come forth.
Well, there you go. Lazarus came up from the dead, just like hopefully we're going to come up from this corpse pose right now.
And Jesus Christ told him to take off his grave clothes.
Of course, that's the whole thing, is tied up with the idea of life after death and raising people from the dead. Of course, Christ, the Lord can do anything. The Lord has wonderful things. And this is the day the Lord has made.
And I will rejoice and be glad in it.
And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now, the corpse pose is, I've got a pillow under my knees because this makes it much more comfortable. Wherever you need your pillows, you can be in your bed, you can lay on the floor, you can lay on the couch, you can lay back in an easy chair to do this one. The thing is, you want to be laid out just like, they do dead people. Now, you don't do this, although you can at a moment if you want to. But your hands can rest lightly. The palms are supposed to be up, but you can have them down if it feels better.
And Boo has them down because it feels better to Boo.
Yes. And just very natural. Relax. And as you breathe, take note of your natural rhythm of breath. There is a natural way that you breathe that is your unique way to breathe. As you do that, you can meter your breaths. You can measure your breaths by counting to a certain number. You can do deep breathing. When you do deep breathing and into the count of like 8 and out to the count of 8, notice that first of all, your lower abdomen is going to rise as you breathe in, and then your chest is going to rise. As you breathe out, your lower abdomen is going to go in, and your chest is going to go in. So there are a lot of muscles going on there with your breathing. And as you're here in this pose, I suggest that at some point, once you get into it, that you take a moment to tense everything in your body, fingers, toes, legs, chest, arms, legs, everything. Tense it all up. Take a deep breath and let everything just flop. Including your face and your eyes. I'm going to show you a technique called tapping that is it's not necessarily yoga.
And if you wear glasses like Boo, you want to take your glasses off.
Take your glasses off. Take your ring fingers, have your hands up, take your ring fingers, which are the weakest fingers of your hand as pressure. We're going to tap Gently. That's the key. Gently. On the head. On the forehead. On the face, the cheeks, the nose, the upper lip.
Make sure you're not clenching your teeth.
Don't clench your teeth. Let everything be loose. The jawline, the chin, and very, very, very gently onto your neck area, down to where your chest bones come together, and out over your upper chest.
Your sternum.
Your sternum. Okay, but out over your upper chest with your ring fingers, because the ring fingers are the weakest. Now, once you have done that, and feel yourself relax when you're doing it, deep breathing. Now we're going to take our hands and we're going to go real gently, and we're going to flutter over our head, our face, our neck, our upper chest, and then let our hands drop. And if you're like me, by the time you get to the flutter, you feel this delicious little chill up your spine that is wonderful. It is yourself is relaxing. You are relaxing. And that's what the corpse pose is all about. If you want to get into a really deep trance-like relaxation, you can use your breathing and go into really shallow, short breathing that takes a really just small breath that you can barely notice. And relax, relax, relax. Unwind those nerves. If you want to go into a trance-like state, if you do this where you're breathing down to the point of the kind of breathing you do when you're sleeping, your body will respond to that. This is all about breathing and relaxing.
And make sure your teeth are not clenched.
Boo keeps saying, make sure your teeth are not clenched. She was really uptight this morning, and once we practiced this once, it helped her. Yeah, you don't want to clench your teeth. Just let everything go and relax. Relax, relax. And when the Sabbath had passed, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome had brought sweet spices that they might anoint the body. And very early in the morning on the first day of the week at the rising of the sun, they came to the sepulchre. And they said among themselves as they looked across there, who are we going to get to roll away that stone? They could see it was a huge stone. Approaching the sepulchre, they noticed that it had been rolled away some. Entering the sepulchre, they saw a young man dressed in long white raiment on the right side. And they were terrified. And the young man said to them, "Don't be afraid. You seek Jesus, which was crucified. He is risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid the body." That's what getting up from the corpse pose is all about.
And that's what the Shroud of Turin came from.
Do you want to talk a little more about that, Boo?
It's the burial shroud used on Jesus Christ is supposedly still around in existence. It's extant, and it has on it a face of Christ, and it's on display somewhere, and it's the Shroud of Turin, and it's the shroud that Jesus Christ had for his grave clothes.
How do you spell that, Boo?
Turin.
Turin.
Yeah.
Can you Google that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They might even have a Facebook page. You haven't checked?
Yeah, I haven't checked either.
I did want to add one thing just off the top of my head here. This is something that a young lady who taught yoga at the YMCA showed me. It is like 2 thumbs up. It's like 10 thumbs up. So comfortable to come out of this. And Boo's not going to do this. I'm just going to do this because it's right off the top of my head. You got to put a pillow where your booty's going to be. And just stick your legs up the side of, it can be a piece of furniture, it can be the wall. And you get up there like this. And you just stay there. And I'll guarantee you will love it. Once you get up there, it helps all the toxins in your body circulate so that you can get rid of them.
It's important to follow up the yoga session that you have by drinking a glass of water.
Water. Absolutely.
And it helps the toxins move through that were released during the yoga session.
Now, in yoga, I learned that you want to do things, come down, go up, and so forth on your right side is probably the best. So I'm going to come down right now off of that. That is like a super thing right there. At any rate, I want to thank you for watching. Hope that you're relaxing and you can use the corpse pose and feel like you're dead and then rise from the dead. And this is the day the Lord has made.
I will rejoice and be glad in it.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Have a great day today and every day. Thank you for watching. Best to you.